Hey YouTubers, it's almost gardening time again, well at least where I live. In some places it's past gardening planting time, like California. They may not have an economy down there, but boy do they got a great growing season. Anyway, I would recommend growing parsnips. You know, most people walk through the grocery store, people of the fast food generation, and they see these things that look like albino carrots and they have no clue what they are. They don't know what to do with them. So if you grow a bunch of those, and all of the bikers from the Rottweiler, if they show up, they'll charge through your house and take all your beans and rice, but they'll leave the parsnips alone because they won't know what they are. Well, I'm exaggerating, but basically, one thing that I noticed this last year, I mean, I planted them last spring in early 2008, about this time last year. They didn't do anything all year. I figured they got swamped by all the rain or something. But then, over the winter time, it froze, and then I noticed several months ago, a couple months ago actually, something poking up underneath the little barrier on my earth boxes. And I looked in there and there was something growing. So I didn't know what they were, so I cut little holes for them as you're supposed to. And then I noticed the white root, and sure enough, they're parsnips. Go figure. I mean, I made stew last night. Why didn't I think of just throwing them in there? But maybe. But if I don't use them now, they'll be bigger next time. But they have a nice peppery, sort of spicy taste, and they add a lot to a stew. Let me show you. Yeah, this is my little gardening platform. I made it last year. You can see the cement blocks. It's all able to be taken down easily in case I have to move. This is a condominium, which I own, but who knows what might happen in the future. I can grab the whole thing, boxes and all, and throw it in the back of a pickup truck and be gone if I need to. Now all I need is a pickup truck. Not a bad place to live. Ooh, I need to replant those. Here we have chives. Here's the parsnips. You can see the little white root down there. Got some green onions left over from last year. They survived. You can see the angle which I made the cement blocks. That'll make it more stable. Gotta say, I'm very pleased with this platform I made. You know, there you are, bonus parsnips. Another interesting thing is this electric bicycle. I don't know if I've showed you this before, but basically you've got your battery, your hub motor right there, and excellent high-powered nickel metal hydride battery for this super bright headlight, and a little backup headlight too. But this thing really kicks. Not too long ago I was riding along, and then this guy in this serious bicycle suit with a bike that looks like it was made of like smoke and aluminum foil, you know, one of those really expensive light ones. He passed me like I was standing still on the flat, and then when we hit the hill, I passed him like he was standing still. I don't know if he knew that this was a motorized bicycle, because it's not really that obvious, but it was funny. It's got this little control panel. It's got a backlight. And I better close these curtains or you won't be able to see. Yeah, that's better. But anyway, you can, it's got a little hand throttle on it just in case you want to stop pedaling for a few minutes. No way in the world is this thing a motorcycle, but it definitely helps you up the hills. Yeah, let's see here. You actually have to get the thing going at about like 2 miles an hour for it to start. But then once you go, it tops out at about 25 miles an hour. And it's got regenerative brakes, so that when you're basically when you're going down a hill, you can actually charge the battery. I bought this about 30 years ago, back when I was expecting expensive fuel and all that. And I've ridden it a lot, and I'm lucky enough to live close enough to work that I can actually ride. It takes about half hour, 45 minutes to get to work, maybe about an hour to get home because it's slightly uphill. Also, yeah, throw my work clothes in the pannier bags and I'm gone. And it's also important to have a little bit of security with you. Here's this bear spray. I made this little holster here, and this thing has saved me possibly from a serious mauling at one time. I was riding along minding my own business, and these two Rottweilers came out of this yard, and they I mean, the hair was raised way up on their backs, and they were charging out, barking like a, and then they bracketed me. One was like maybe that far away, the other one was like maybe 8 feet away or so. But then I knew that I couldn't pedal, because as soon as he saw my leg move, he would bite. I could see that in his little beady little eyes, and basically I was slowing down because I couldn't pedal, and then so I finally had to pull the bear spray out, and I just gave him just a quick shot, and instantly, like turning off a switch, he absolutely and completely instantly lost all interest in me. You could hear his little paws skid on the concrete, and he went like this. And then he was staggering blindly back to his house and coughing. And the other one, he was about 8 feet away, and I gave that one just the tiniest little wisp, and instantly when he hit the little vapor, he boom, did a 180 and went the other way. And I had absolutely no trouble after that with those two dogs. They instantly lost interest in me. So and I pack a 9mm when I ride also, which is also common sense. You know, I have a concealed weapons permit and all that good stuff. But I would vastly prefer to give them a little shot of tear gas rather than a 9mm. It's less paperwork too, and it would be less heartbreaking for the owner. It's not the dog's fault that they were loose; it's the owner's fault. So I have no need to be extra hostile to the dogs. They're just being dogs. So yeah, if you're going to be riding bikes or anything, I would highly recommend having some kind of backup. Always have a backup, and a backup for your backup. Later.